Viacom. If you think you've seen it all, look again. Terminator 2. Tonight at 7 on WGN. This is Chicago's very own WGN News at noon.
4 years ago, she lost her leg in a train accident, which changed her life forever. Today, violinist Rachel Barton's lawsuit is about to go to the jury. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Larry Potash.
And I'm Roseanne Tejas. Topping our news, closing arguments in the Rachel Barton case. Barton is suing Metra and the Chicago and Northwestern Railway, claiming the crippling accident could have been prevented.
At this hour, the defense is presenting its closing arguments. The judge hopes jurors can begin deliberations tomorrow. WGN's Muriel Claire joins us live from the Daily Center. Good afternoon, Muriel.
Well, good afternoon, Larry. Good afternoon, everyone. The jury hearing the multi-million-dollar lawsuit that's pitting train-injured concert violinist Rachel Barton against Metra and Chicago Northwestern is expected to go to the jury sometime later today. Meantime, in a packed courtroom, lawyers on both sides are pitching their case to the jury for the last time before deliberations begin. And this morning, on her way into court, Rachel Barton broke her silence for the first time since this trial began.
Are you confident? I'm sorry, this isn't yet over, and I'm sure you can understand I'm not allowed to say anything yet.
Rachel Barton and her attorneys are alleging negligence on the part of the railway because they say a conductor should have recognized that the strap to Rachel's violin case was stuck in the door and come to her aid on that January day back in 1995. But the railway has maintained throughout that Barton should have used common sense and removed the strap from her shoulder once she realized it was caught in the train door as she was attempting to get off at the station in Winnetka. Barton testified at trial that she never realized she was in danger until after the train started moving. Barton said when she thought she was going to die 366 feet down the track, she managed to remove the strap from her shoulder. During closing arguments this morning, Barton's attorney painted a vivid picture of her struggle to overcome the loss of one leg and the maiming of another, of her pain and her suffering. Attorneys for the railway during trial acknowledged Barton's misfortune, but reminded jurors that her earnings as a career violinist have seldom been better. Picking up on that, Barton's attorney told jurors this morning that just because she may still have a career is no reason she be denied justice. Well, Barton's attorney is asking for $18 million for Barton's disability, $12 million for her disfigurement, and another $12 million for her pain and suffering. At this moment, we understand that Barry Montgomery, who is the attorney for the railway, is just beginning his closing argument. So as I said, this case may go to the jury sometime later today. Deliberations may start either later today or possibly tomorrow morning. Reporting live from outside the courtroom, Muriel Claire, WGN News.
All right, thank you, Muriel.
Charges are expected later today against several Naperville teenagers in connection with a bank robbery. The TCF Bank inside this Naperville jewel store was robbed February 15th of about $90,000. The FBI says 25-year-old Terry Twist was the mastermind who recruited the students, some who worked at the store, to help him pull off the heist. Twist was arrested Wednesday near San Diego, California. He faces federal charges. The Naperville students will be charged in Will County.
John Willis spent 8 years of a life sentence in prison for crimes he did not commit.
He was released Wednesday. Today, he's in court trying to get the charges dropped altogether. WGN's Marcella Raymond is following Willis's road to freedom from criminal courts. Good afternoon, Marcella.
Good afternoon. John Willis has not been cleared of these charges yet, and the judge in this case gave prosecutors another 2 weeks to look into new DNA evidence that was just introduced. Evidence that proves John Willis did not commit this crime that a man named Dennis Magruder may have. He is now spending 40 years in jail for raping 5 women after John Willis was arrested 8 years ago, actually. Willis's lawyer contends that crucial blood test results were not given to the defendant during his trial in 1992. He says that evidence would have exonerated John Willis back then. The lawyer for John Willis says the DNA test done on semen found at one rape scene shows that Dennis Magruder is the only person in the world who has this DNA makeup, the only person who could have committed this crime.
People have been convicted on 1 in 6,000. This just shows the incredible power and cleanliness of this test.
Another report filed in court today lists 19 points, actions the rapist took in both crimes. They are exact, and Greg O'Reilly says proves that if Dennis Magruder committed the first crime, he must have committed the second. He also says aerial photos show Magruder lived a tennis ball toss away from both beauty shops.
If you look down from the air, from an airplane, you can see here on this aerial photo, you can see the two shops where these crimes occurred, and just down the block you can see the house where Dennis Magruder lived.
Today, Greg O'Reilly is not pointing fingers, but saying law enforcement, lawyers, and legislators need to come together to change the system.
Every day here, people are passing through the courts, and we owe it to them and to other victims to do it right and to fix the problem.
Now, the state's attorney's office released John Willis. The first case that this incident, or when this evidence was first introduced to them this week, they did release him right away. We talked to them just a couple of minutes ago, and prosecutors won't say if this case was mishandled, but they are saying that they are investigating. Meantime, John Willis is hoping in 2 weeks he will be cleared of this cloud that has been sitting on his head, he says, for the past 8 years, and hopes that this evidence will prove that another person did it, and then the real rapist will be charged. Live at 26th and California, Marcella Raymond, WGN News.
Thank you, Marcella.
A West Suburban teacher is charged with sexually abusing 4 teenage girls, all his students. The girls claim the abuse took place over a 3-month period at Glen Westlake Middle School in Lombard. 55-year-old Richard Lindner, who taught photography, is charged with 4 counts of aggravated criminal sexual abuse. The girls are all 13 and 14 years old. Other students say Lindner has been suspected of inappropriate behavior in the past.
One of 2 state workers who pleaded guilty in a license selling scandal is sentenced today. Marianne Mastro Domenico was sentenced to 5 months in prison and 5 months on electronic monitoring. Mastro Domenico and Phyllis Volpe were former supervisors at the Melrose Park licensing facility, and both admitted passing unqualified truckers on licensing exams in exchange for cash bribes. Volpe will be sentenced later today. In sworn statements, they said more than $50,000 ended up in former Secretary of State and now Governor George Ryan's campaign fund. Their attorneys contend both women were under serious duress to raise campaign money for their former boss.
CHA residents will start finding out next month if they'll have to move as the Housing Authority gets ready to shut down more buildings. At least 10 buildings at the Robert Taylor Homes are among those expected to close permanently by October. The CHA says it can't risk problems like burst pipes and lack of heat that forced nearly 900 families to move out during the January blizzard. At least 31 CHA buildings have been found to have vulnerable heating systems.
Well, Chicago really is the second city when it comes to new bus shelters. They're actually hand-me-downs from New York City. The shelters are engraved with the city seal of New York, and some even advertise New York City destinations. Some of those ads now have been taped over. Don't blame the CTA. The city planning department got the shelters for free from a New York marketing firm. Here's the plan. Marketing firms will provide the shelters for free in exchange for the right to sell advertising space. Big Apple haters take heart. The shelters are just temporary. They're expected to be replaced a little later this year. Well, there is some bad news for house hunters. Interest rates are inching up.
But it's not clear if that will affect the bustling housing market here in the Chicago area. WGN's Julian Cruz joins us with that story. Julian?
Good afternoon, Larry. Just a few months ago, interest rates were at a rock bottom, 6.6%. But today, average interest rates on a 30-year fixed mortgage have edged up to the 6.89% level. Now, we should put this into some kind of perspective for you. Right now, at least, the difference in the amount of money you have to pay isn't that big a deal, maybe an extra $40 to $50 on your monthly mortgage payment. But the fear among many is that the really low interest rates are behind us.
It may be February, but things are hotter than hot in Chicago when it comes to the city's booming real estate market. Almost as soon as real estate agents put out the for sale sign, bungalows like this one on Addison are gone. In the Roscoe Village area, builders can't keep up with the demand. Veteran real estate broker Al Johnson says he's never seen anything like it. In the last few weeks, he says buyers have gone into a feeding frenzy because of the slight increase in mortgage rates.
Yesterday we looked at a 6-unit property over on Paulina and Addison. There had to be probably 20 people looking at that property first day on the market.
Johnson says anything that comes on the market instantly gets multiple offers. It's the most aggressive market he's ever seen. J. Lynn Allen is a real estate writer for the Chicago Tribune. He says many in the banking industry feel the low interest rates are behind us. Fear may be driving the hyper-aggressive real estate market, but if you're getting ready to buy, you shouldn't fear that rates are about to skyrocket anytime soon, many experts say. At least for the next year or so, you should be in the clear. Allen says mortgage rates would have to climb to the 8% mark before potential buyers start getting discouraged. But such a rise, if it happens at all, is way off in the distance.
So we've got a long way to go before then, and nobody thinks 8% is going to come anytime soon, not this year at any time.
No one can predict which way interest rates will go. They could take another downward dip, but there seems to be a growing opinion that the lowest rates are behind us now. Part of that comes from concern that the overall economy is overheating, that we could be seeing some signs of inflation. And experts say more than likely, Roseanne and Larry, that will sustain the strong Chicago real estate market for the foreseeable future.
Okay, Julian, thank you.
Thanks, Julian.
A major snowstorm pounds the Mideast, and it has rescuers searching for a missing child. That story when WGN News at noon continues.
Will there ever be a Vietnam-era service person in the Tomb of the Unknown Soldiers? Maybe not. This is Gary Nirenberg at the Pentagon, and we'll have the story when we come back.
Thanks, Gary. And later, weekend fun for dog lovers. We'll have your complete entertainment lineup.
I'm Tom Skilling in the Weather Center. A beautiful afternoon at the moment. Temperatures already over 40, heading toward 50 away from the lake. We've got some rain on the way. It won't be continuous, and maybe some snow later in the weekend towards Sunday. Mild to start with, though. We'll have details on how mild and how long the warm air hangs on when we come back with weather coming up.
You're watching Chicago's very own WGN News with Larry Potash, Roseanne Tans, and Tom Skilling. This is WGN News at noon.
Your child could get lice. To kill lice in their eggs, get maximum strength Rid. It's so effective, it kills lice completely. And Rid leaves no active residue behind. Nothing is more effective or safer than Rid.
The teachings that can change your world haven't changed, and those teachings come from Jesus Christ. Learning more of the Savior and his teachings will bring greater happiness to you and your family. His teachings are found in the Bible, and you can have a free copy of the King James Version of the Bible by calling this toll-free number. It's a gift without cost or obligation from the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. The teachings that can change your world haven't changed. They are free for the asking. Call this toll-free number now for your free copy of the Bible.
It's a gift from the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. So please call.
You sold your home and are holding the note, and now you wait every month for the mortgage check. Why spend your time worrying about a check when you can have your cash now? J.G. Wentworth will pay you cash now and purchase the note, and you'd be free to enjoy a better life. Representatives are standing by to answer all your questions. So if you're holding the note on a home you sold, J.G. Wentworth will give you cash now. For a better tomorrow, call us at 1-800-742-8198.
I'm Roger Sauter from Post Cereal. I grew up on cereal, followed the funnies, sent for that sheriff's badge. It was the way to start the day. Now that I've grown up, my cereal is post-shredded wheat. Simple, honest, pure, and so wholesome, the feeling you're off on the right foot stays with you all day long. Post-shredded wheat. It's starting the day with cereal and doing it right.
A powerful winter storm both surprised and slammed New England overnight, piling up several feet of snow from Rhode Island to Cape Cod. Snow shovels and plows were working overtime early this morning in Boston, but some schools had to close. Flights were canceled at Logan, and thousands were left without power. In Norton, Massachusetts, a little southwest of Boston, 9-year-old Corey Anderson went out in the snow yesterday to look for his dog. A neighbor found the dog, but Corey is still missing. His mother says the snow was light when he left.
He's not an outdoors person. I mean, he was bundled up pretty good. He had a black Bruins jacket on and nice boots and all, but he wouldn't have stayed out this long.
Search crews with dogs are about to search a lake near his home. It's a woodsy area with cranberry bogs that could also pose dangers for the boy.
A shock jock in Washington, D.C. is out of a job for making a racial remark. Doug Tracht goes by the name Grease Man on the air. He was originally suspended after he played a Lauryn Hill song and then said, "No wonder people drag them behind trucks." The comment came during the same week that a white Texan was sentenced to die for dragging a black man to his death. Tracht and his station have apologized. Grease Man got into trouble in the 80s when he talked about the new Martin Luther King national holiday and said, "Kill 4 more and we can take a whole week off."
The man convicted of Jamesburg heads to death row today.
That story tops today's news briefs. Reporters said anything to say to Bird's family. King said, "Yeah," and muttered.
A Marine pilot accused of slighting a ski lift case in Italy takes the stand in his own defense today. Captain Richard Ashby is facing a court-martial for the accident that killed 20 people. Prosecutors say Ashby was flying too fast and too low. Ashby says the cable wasn't marked on his flight maps.
Rescuers have found more bodies buried in the snow in Austria. 2 avalanches in the Alps have killed a total of 37 people. 1 more person is still missing, and the avalanches are being blamed on record snowfall.
It appears one tomb of the unknown soldier at Arlington National Cemetery will remain empty. The Pentagon is recommending that the tomb dedicated to America's Vietnam-era military remain unfilled. WGN's Gary Nuremberg joins us live from the Pentagon with details. Gary, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Roseanne. Hello, Larry. This may be good news for the families because of the reason for the recommendation. Science now allows most unknown remains to eventually be identified. Simply put, there may never be another unknown soldier again. The issue gained national attention last May when science testified the remains in the Vietnam-era tomb of the unknown soldier. Lieutenant Michael Blassie was shot down over South Vietnam in 1972. Now the Pentagon is recommending that no existing unknown remains be put in the tomb.
And other techniques, we think that over time we'll be able to identify all these remains. I think there are somewhat over 2,000 sets remaining.
Work on identifying remains takes place nearly every day. Just today, for example, the remains of 2 soldiers missing since 1966 are being buried. They were positively identified after tests by the Army. Unknown soldiers remain in tombs at Arlington. There is one for World War I, World War II, and Korea. The American Legion believes there is more to be done than just leaving the Vietnam-era tomb empty.
The American Legion is recommending at this point in time a plaque be placed that states in honor of and in keeping faith with America's missing servicemen from the Vietnam War.
The Secretary of Defense has not yet made a formal final decision. As Bacon said, there are now about 2,000 sets of unknown remains. Live at the Pentagon, Gary Nuremberg, WGN News. Larry and Roseanne, back to you in Chicago.
Gary, thank you.
Well, it's already warming up, 46 degrees right now. Let's go to Tom Skilling and see how much warmer it's going to get. Tom?
Well, Larry and Roseanne, there may be spots that see some low 50s in Michigan today, 40s over most of the city. It's a nice mild day, and it gets even milder tomorrow when scattered rains will come into the area. But we turn colder on Sunday, and next week could be a very interesting week. A couple of systems we're watching. Active pattern shaping up. The full weekend forecast is just minutes away.
Thank you, Tom. Here now another look at last night's winning lottery numbers, and we'll be right back.
Beauty has many faces, but one thing in common. Dove, the bar doctors recommend 5 to 1 over any other cleanser. Dove has 1/4 moisturizing lotion to leave skin softer than soap ever could.
Your child could get lice. To kill lice and their eggs, get maximum strength Rid. It's so effective, it kills lice completely. and Rid leaves no active residue behind. Nothing is more effective or safer than Rid.
Attention homeowners, if you need cash, call Lender Direct now at 1-888-LEND-123. Cash to consolidate debts, pay off credit cards, pay off land contracts, pay off back taxes, make home improvements, put extra cash in your pocket. Get cash now, regardless of past credit problems. If you're a homeowner and need cash now, call 1-888-LEND-123. That's 1-888-LEND-123 for Lender Direct. Deal direct with the lender. Call 1-888-LEND-123 for Lender Direct. To you.
Coming March 8th, a new fuel for kids. K-Essentials, only from Kellogg's.
All right, kid. Here we go. 10-9. What do you got? What do you got? What? Yeah. All right, come on, come on.
What would you do if someone you loved had a heart attack?
Yeah.
Did you know it's now been proven that the same Bayer aspirin you have in your bag for muscle aches may actually help stop you from dying if you take it during a heart attack?
Downtown. Lucky shot.
Can your pain reliever do that? Talk to your doctor now.
Next time I'll go easier on you.
Bayer, powerful pain relief and so much more.
From battling robots
Gotcha.
to destroying giant scorpions.
Toast.
For DeVry graduate Michael Watson, it's another tough day at the office. He's a senior software engineer designing interactive computer games.
My job's not all fun and games. I'd be the one to zap if it weren't for the things that I learned at DeVry.
For a higher degree of success, call DeVry, 1-800-423-7000.
Here we go, Larry.
A possible outbreak of Legionnaire's disease is being investigated at a mail facility in the south suburbs. 3 workers at the Giant Postal Distribution Center in Bedford Park have tested positive for the bacteria. They all worked on the building's 2nd floor. The disease can cause fever, pneumonia, and even death, but doctors say none of the workers are seriously ill. Federal job inspectors are at the facility today checking medical records and talking to employees. In health news, anafranil is a drug commonly used to treat anxiety-related depression.
Today, corner drugstore pharmacist Max Labor reports on how to get the maximum benefit from the medication.
It's time to take a look at a commonly used prescription drug. Today, let's talk about the prescription drug anafranil. Anafranil is classified as an antidepressant that's used to treat mental depression that sometimes occurs with anxiety. It's also used to treat obsessive-compulsive disorders. It's important to tell your doctor if you are pregnant or intend to become pregnant while using this medicine, if you're breastfeeding, or take any other prescription or non-prescription medicine. This medicine should be taken exactly the way your doctor prescribed it. Sometimes these types of medications must be taken for several weeks, usually 2 to 3, before you feel better. So don't stop taking it because you don't feel better without checking with your doctor first. Common side effects are lightheadedness, nausea, and blurred vision. You should notify your doctor if you develop an increased heart rate, impaired coordination, difficult urination, excessive sedation, or seizures. Anafranil has been related to a high incidence of sexual dysfunction in males. This drug may cause sensitivity to sunlight. Avoid prolonged exposure to the sun. Use sunscreens and wear protective clothing until your tolerance is determined. Taking this type of medication at bedtime may help reduce side effects such as daytime drowsiness, but be sure to check with your doctor or pharmacist. From the corner drugstore, I'm pharmacist Max Labor.
A researcher is urging pregnant women to avoid exposure to loud noise that might hurt an unborn baby's hearing. Until now, most researchers believe that noise is muffled by the mother's body, protecting the fetus from any hearing damage. But this new study in sheep finds both chronic noise and even short, loud bursts can trigger hearing loss in fetal lambs. A few human studies have found mild hearing loss among children of women who work in noisy places, but experts say those studies are not conclusive because they didn't measure hearing loss right at birth.
The fewer children men have, the greater their risk of developing testicular cancer. That's the finding of a recent study published in the British Medical Journal. Low sperm counts and other signs of poor fertility had already been tied to increased risk. Researchers say the same factors that reduce men's ability to father children may somehow trigger testicular cancer.
Could a common sexual infection lead to heart disease? Well, affects people. The study showed infected mice developed the heart disease when their immune systems attacked muscle cells in the heart. The results are published in today's issue of the journal Science.
Now, the story of a man whose beeper went off in the wrong place at the wrong time, up next.
Also ahead, if you own a sport utility vehicle, you'll want to hear the results of an eye-opening new safety.
Controversial because he gets a new.
When sports cream, when legs are sore, when backs ache, when muscles brings faster. Don't miss any sound. Why sports cream? Because it works.
Chocolate milk, anyone? Just add Hershey's syrup.
People are talking about Ginkgoba, the leading memory and concentration supplement.
Ginkgoba has improved my memory. I don't find myself wandering.
#1 doctor-recommended Ginkgoba is clinically proven effective.
My memory is there.
Think better. Think Ginkgoba. Ginkgoba contains the most clinically tested extract. That's why it's the #1 brand. To find out more and to receive $10 in coupons, call 1-800-GIN-KOBA. Think better. Think Ginkgoba.
Coming March 8th, a new fuel for kids. K-Essentials, only from Kellogg's.
You sold your home and are holding the note, and now you wait every month for the mortgage check. Why spend your time worrying about a check when you can have your cash now? J.G. Wentworth will pay you cash now and purchase the note, and you'll be free to enjoy a better life. Representatives are standing by to answer all your questions. So if you're holding the note on a home you sold, J.G. Wentworth will give you cash now. For a better call, 800-742-8198.
Kraft cheese cubes were made for you. Cubes? To fit between your finger and thumb, serving your favorite bowls. Don't they look wonderful next to our bean dip centerpiece?
The wait is over.
Every day the tail-on gets stronger. Every day we get weaker.
The time to fight is now. Earth's final conflict. Saturday at 5 on WGN.
Welcome back. The New York judge Paul Freeman ordered everyone in the court to be quiet. William Brown was in court waiting for his case, sitting silently, when his beeper broke the silence and triggered Judge Freeman's temper. The judge ordered Willie handcuffed to the chair. When lunch came, everyone left court except Willie, who was still handcuffed to the chair. 2 hours later, Willie was still handcuffed to the chair. Whoever called Willie, for their sake, I hope it was really important.
I once went to a movie where these people in front of me complained. It was Titanic.
Oh,
they
no.
complained the whole movie because they kept saying, whose beeper's going off? And then the man realized it was his own watch.
So you had the beeper going off all through the Titanic? That's, oh, great. You'd think you'd turn your beeper off when you go into a movie theater.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Kind of hard to leave the 21st century when you hear that in the background.
I guess so, yeah. It kind of brings you back to reality again. Well, we've got a little bit of everything this weekend. A taste of spring tomorrow. We're back to winter on Sunday. A very interesting pattern next week. These Pacific storms may have some access to us from time to time, especially in the middle and later next week. But here's the situation today. A gorgeous end of the week. And February, of course, has but days to run. It ends on Sunday. These are alto-cumulus clouds, a little haze layer down here. We've melted off a lot of the snow that fell the other night. And, of course, we're looking at the big storm that walloped New England. Upwards of a foot of snow, as you heard, in Cape Cod. Maine still under the gun there. But we're watching clouds assemble here. There's a stream of moisture coming in. We're in Pacific air right now, which is mild and dry by nature. but this is starting to be invaded by Gulf air and moisture from the south. And so these clouds will be increasing slowly through the afternoon. We're even getting some showers. You can see the tops right there. They've outlooked the western end of the state, the severe storms, the Storm Prediction Center has, for possible thunderstorms and even severe weather. That won't reach Chicago, but we may have some rainy showers and even some embedded thunder not far away from us in the next 24 hours. Here are the little cells coming together right there, and you can see some showers in Texas. This whole area is going to light up in the next 24 hours as this system entrains more moisture. Meantime, the last of the snow is now fading away after quite a snowstorm with a lot of wind accompanying it out on the East Coast. Now, weather flight shows the assembling clouds out to the west of us right now. You'd almost track the moisture north. That's one of the reasons why the air will feel fairly mild. This big low-pressure complex, and we cycle through the next 72 hours, sets up a strong southerly flow right off the Gulf of Mexico and an equally strong northerly flow on the backside. So you've got spring and winter coming in contact and a big storm spinning up, so that by Sunday it ought to be very windy from the north after a day that's very windy from the south during the day tomorrow. Had a high of 37 at O'Hare yesterday, 40 at Midway, 43 at the lakefront. Average is 37. We're already above those numbers with a 42 at O'Hare now, 40 statewide, 60s out west. As you know, there were 70s in parts of Nebraska and Kansas yesterday, and you can see the beginnings of the warm-up already well underway. 70s north of Oklahoma City at this hour, 60 at North Platte, 50 out here at Rapid City. That's the mild air that's shifting in and will bring us the showers during the day tomorrow. 42 at O'Hare, 38 Aurora, 40 at Rockford now with 41 at Midway and Gary, and humidity in the mid-50 to low 70% range. That's why the haze is in the air there. As south winds blow at 14, and the lake temperatures hang there in the mid-30s. Indoor humidity, if you're not humidifying, is about 17%. It's a new mild spell. It lasts about 36 to 48 hours and brings this rain in late tonight, tomorrow. But this will not be continuous rain. Watch how it grows in coverage, though. This is the forecast today and tonight. Here's tomorrow and tomorrow night, the heaviest rains to fall south. We're getting computer indications off one model of about 1/3 of an inch. The other one doesn't kick out anything. And I wouldn't be surprised to see some spells tomorrow where the sun peeks through the clouds. So this is not the kind of thing where it'll start raining and rain all day. Severe weather in this area through tonight, just west of us, and blows up in a larger area tomorrow. So we're getting to that time of the year when that becomes a consideration. This influx of tropical air kicks off thunderstorms. There's the 50-degree isotherm up to all but lakeside areas. Well, this system is not the only one we look at. There are a couple out west, but look at the humidity right here. This is where the spring-like humidity is, and you see how we superimpose the winds, how we're blowing that up this way. So we'll watch those dew points come up and make it feel a little more like spring tomorrow, as well as boosting the temperatures by adding humidity to the air. This afternoon, though, hazy sun through some slowly increasing cloudiness. The mildest temperatures inland. We'll have a high of about 50, we think, at O'Hare, but across the area, readings may range from, say, 39 at Waukegan and on the North Shore to as high as 52 or 53 out toward Aurora, down south to Kankakee, or out toward McHenry or Rockford. Southeast winds will be increasing and account for that cooling at the lakefront. Clouds thicken tonight, breezy, some scattered rain showers late. Lows not far from 40. Southeast to south winds, and then cloudy periods tomorrow, implying a little mixed sun, hazy mild, scattered showers, not an all-day rain. High of 50, south winds at 10 to 22, and Sunday a whole different season locks back in. Kind of a reality check on the last day of February, blustery cold. Cloudy periods could yield some snow showers by afternoon, and we'll only be in the 30s. That's a drop of about 15 or 20 degrees. Okay. But that's the weather you expect this time of the year, Roseanne and Larry. Kind of varies.
That's true. We've been pretty spoiled. Thanks,
we have.
Tom.
Okay. Coming up tonight on WGN News at 9.
They're brawny, buffed, and built, and they're passionate about keeping those bodies in shape. They spend hours at the gym to keep them that way. The question is why? Find out what drives the muscle guys. It's tonight's WGN News cover story.
Join Steve Sanders and Nelson Payne for that story, plus all the day's news, weather, and sports tonight at 9.
Slam and Sammy Sosa swings his way towards spring training.
And a dubious first for Bulls coach and birthday boy Tim Floyd. Those stories up next in your lunchtime lineup.
Want to brush up on your acting technique? Well, some of Chicago's best theaters are offering free lessons this weekend. Details coming up a little later.
Nothing cleans household stains better than Clorox bleach. I just wish it were easier to use.
It is with Clorox Cleanup Spray. A household cleaning spray with a balanced formula of a special cleaner plus Clorox bleach. So you can remove stains and disinfect all over the kitchen, and in the bathroom, and in the kids' room, all over your house. Try Clorox Cleanup, the only household cleaner with Clorox bleach.
There's a toothpaste so advanced, it keeps working even after you stop brushing. That's Colgate Total. It works all day, wherever you go, fighting cavities and tartar while you're gearing up. It fights bad breath while you're going strong. It even fights plaque and gingivitis while you're dreaming. Long-lasting protection. Colgate Total. The brushing's so advanced, it works between brushings.
Mary, we got another notice today that our Medicare supplement premiums are going up again.
Oh, that's a big increase. What are we going to do?
Have you recently experienced a dramatic increase in your Medicare supplement premiums? By calling this toll-free number, you can receive a free, no-obligation Medicare supplement premium comparison from United American Insurance Company. You could be saving money each and every month. Plus, you'll receive this valuable guide to health insurance for people with Medicare, absolutely free.
Boy, am I glad we made that call to United American.
This free guide really answers a lot of our Medicare supplement questions.
With United American's Medicare supplement coverage, we now have lower monthly premiums, and all our claims are filed automatically.
And changing our coverage to United American was really easy.
To receive your free Medicare supplement guide, plus information on these affordable insurance plans available from United American, call 1-800-828-1626.
Paying too much for car insurance isn't any smarter. Geico, a 15-minute call could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Am I on? Geico Direct could save you hundreds of dollars on car insurance. Result?
Smaller bill.
Geico, a 15-minute call could save you 15% or more.
Your lunchtime lineup is set, and forget about a very happy birthday for Bulls coach Tim Floyd. And you might as well add Tex Winter and Jerry Reinsdorf to that as well. Last night, the Bulls dropped their sixth straight at the United Center. This time, Philly beat them 98-80. Allen Iverson led the Sixers with a 33-point performance against the Bulls. This steal and the jam helped pace the Sixers to an early lead, all alone for the dunk. The Bulls tried to make a game of it in the third, going on a 13-4 run. Tony Kukoc, high man for the Bulls, with 16 points, cuts the lead to 1 after the foul, but they would fade again as the Sixers go on a 12-0 spurt. And that was the ball game, and enough for Tim Floyd. He gets tossed for the first time in his short NBA career. Make it 6 losses in a row at home, final 98-80. A crowd pleaser in New York, where the Knicks and Minnesota went into OT. Allen Houston's 3 puts the Knicks up 2 with 4 seconds left in overtime. They held on despite the Timberwolves' last-ditched effort with just under a second left. Kevin Garnett's shot didn't count, so the win goes to the New Yorkers 115-113. The Blackhawks will be going for their second straight win tonight when they host Los Angeles at 7:30. Yesterday, new coach Lauren Mulligan had the Hawks go through a short workout. All the guys are flying high after their win against St. Louis Wednesday. For Mulligan, his first win, as well as the last few days, have had his emotions thrown out of whack.
It was a long and difficult couple of days, and like I say, you know, our guys went in, were very focused and played extremely hard. And after the game, when Fitzpatrick gave me the puck, it kind of hit home a bit.
Kerry Wood is back at Cubs camp today after being released from a Mesa hospital yesterday. Meanwhile, in Venezuela, Sammy Sosa wrapped up a goodwill tour by clobbering a few shots over the left field wall. He's expected in Arizona Sunday and ready for training Monday morning. On the sports page today, the Bears kick off their annual fans convention. The opening ceremonies are set for 4:45 at the Chicago Hilton and Towers. The Wolves travel to Fort Wayne to battle the Comets. They'll be back on the Horizon Ice Sunday afternoon at 3. That's sports. Your live Illinois lottery drawing is next.
Van Damme, superhero in a super adventure. Cyborg. Saturday night at 10:30 on WGN.
The new Ultra-Wave Scrub Sponge from Scotch-Brite is tough, but gentle too. Its unique wave shape and scouring side make it tough on messes, but gentler on cookware. New Ultra-Wave from Scotch-Brite. Tough, but gentle.
When sports scream, when legs are sore, when backs ache, when muscles hurt. Wise Sports Cream, rubbing it in brings fast pain relief. No medicine-y smell. Wise Sports Cream, because it works.
Live from WGN TV Chicago, the official drawing of the Illinois Lottery.
Good afternoon, I'm John Conrad, and I've got your winning lottery numbers for Friday, February 26, 1999. Our first game this afternoon is Pick 3. Let's get those tickets out and win some money. Here we go. The first winning number in today's Pick 3 is 7. The second winning number is 7. And the third and final number is 4, making the winning midday Pick 3 numbers 7, 7, and 4. Now let's move on to Pick 4. Remember, now you can play Little Lotto 5 days a week, Monday through Friday, and be sure to pick up that big game ticket. The jackpot is now $20 million, and this week's Lotto is now $4 million just for you. Good luck. Now back to Pick 4. The first winning number in today's Pick 4 is 5. The second lucky number is 6. The third winning number is 5. And the fourth and final number is 2, making the winning midday Pick 4 numbers 5, 6, 5, and 2. Well, I hope today was your lucky day. If not, join us tonight for the Illinois Lottery. I'm John Conrad. Have a great day.
Today's lottery drawing has been supervised by the accounting firm of KPMG and is brought to you by WGN TV.
There's a toothpaste so advanced, it keeps working even after you stop brushing. That's Colgate Total. It works all day, wherever you go, fighting cavities and tartar while you're gearing up. It fights bad breath while you're going strong. It even fights plaque and gingivitis while you're dreaming. Long-lasting protection. Colgate Total. The brushing's so advanced, it works between brushings.
Man, the first time I looked at a picture of me, I was like, wow, wait, what happened? I was fat. I lost over 50 pounds on a Slim Fast plan. I finally found something that worked for me. It's easy. It tastes great. Once I lost the weight, my energy skyrocketed right through the roof. It makes you feel good after working out.
23 vitamins and minerals, protein, calcium, fiber, all the balanced nutrition like a healthy meal.
I look at life totally different now.
Slim Fast, every day. Balanced nutrition for a healthy life.
Anybody can do it if I can do it.
At Superior Bank, we help homeowners. That's what we do. And we've been busy helping homeowners in all kinds of credit and income situations for over 75 years. Consolidating your high-interest credit card debt, reducing the number of your monthly payments to just 1, and getting you the cash you need when you need it. Working with you, simply, easily, and honestly. That's Superior Bank at 1-888-678-7777.
My big brothers, they were really something. I always went to them for answers, and they thought it was cute. Today, Tom's testing new computer technology, and Mike goes into laser technology. They both got great jobs after going to DeVry, so I went there too. At DeVry, I learned how technology applies to all kinds of businesses. In fact, I've learned so much at DeVry that now my big brothers call me for answers, and I think that's cute.
For a higher degree of success, call DeVry, 1-800-423-7000.
You're watching Chicago's very own WGN News at noon.
The government is trying to make it safer for children to ride in car seats. President Clinton is expected to announce tomorrow that all child safety seats will have to be anchored by the same simple system. The design would require new cars to have a metal bar behind the rear seat to serve as an anchor. It should help parents avoid struggling to cinch the car seat with a seat belt. The government estimates about 80% of car seats aren't properly installed. The latest government test shows sport utility vehicles can weather side impact crashes, but safety experts are concerned about what happens after that. 8 models of sport utility vehicles were tested. The Honda CR-V, the Isuzu Rodeo, and the Kia Sportage all passed the crash test itself. In fact, the Honda and Isuzu got 5 stars. But all three vehicles did roll over after the crash, and experts say that may surprise SUV owners.
Many people have the false impression that an SUV is safer than a passenger car. If you have a car the same weight as an SUV, that car will have a better safety record than the SUV, largely because the SUVs are going to be more likely to roll over.
In 1988, Consumers Union reported that another SUV, the Suzuki Samurai, tipped over. The company sued Consumers Union, claiming the test was rigged, and that case is still pending.
Ford is unveiling a brand new utility vehicle that's large enough to carry an entire baseball team. The new Excursion is nearly 20 feet long, has 6 doors, and is powered by a V10 engine. Some environmentalists are calling it a suburban assault vehicle that will guzzle enough gas to make Saddam Hussein smile. The new SUV debuts in a few months and is expected to sell for about $50,000.
You can thank Casimir Pulaski for an extra day to file your property taxes in Cook County. Because of his holiday Monday, the Treasurer's Office has extended the March 1st deadline to Tuesday. The office is also extending its business hours for today, tomorrow, and Tuesday. It is open today and Tuesday 8 to 6, Saturday 9 to 1.
If you've always had a secret desire to be an actor or actress, here's your chance to experience the bright lights of showbiz firsthand. Tomorrow, many theaters throughout the Chicago area are opening their doors for free hands-on workshops. The idea is to attract a new audience to the Chicago theater scene.
We traditionally, in terms of marketing, have been talking to the same group of people who go to theaters, people who go to museums, symphonies, people who are in an art circle as patrons. And we haven't branched out so much to the other people who have an interest.
This is the second annual showcase of Chicago area theaters. In addition to the workshops, special Hot Ticks booths will be set up at participating theaters Saturday, offering discounted tickets to theater shows.
Hear about Woody Allen's latest on-screen role next in Starbeat.
If you drop in unexpectedly at Barbra Streisand's place, be prepared to pay the consequences.
And Elton John headed to town. That story plus your complete weekend entertainment lineup.
Never fading with the sun.
For the first time on television, Allstate proudly presents the annual From Whence We Came Awards, March 7th on WGN.
I'm so happy, I'm floating on cloud nine. I'm so happy, I'm feeling swell, life is so sublime.
Imagine feeling this good about your car insurance bill.
So gosh darn incredibly happy.
That's happy, baby. Geico Direct. A 15-minute call could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
You're not taking that laxative. Ring. It's got stimulants that may cause cramping. Says who? Says on the label. Don't you know nothing's better than Phillips Milk of Magnesia?
All these overnight laxatives have stimulants that may cause cramping. Phillips doesn't. It's the only one that's stimulant-free.
She never takes a vacation.
Phillips, effective relief without harsh stimulants. And also try convenient liquid gels.
I'm Judge Joseph Wapner. If you were awarded a structured settlement or lottery winnings payable over time, then I suspect you think your money is all locked up. Singer Asset Finance has the key to unlock your money's potential by paying you a lump sum right now. Call now for your qualifying analysis, then receive this information kit free. Enjoy the benefits of your money now. A new home, money for college, a change in lifestyle.
For your pre-qualifying analysis, call 800-761-5784 now.
Saturday on WGN. Chicago Bull Red battles Charlotte's Men in Teal. A Central Division scuffle from the United Center. Bulls versus Hornets. Saturday at 7 on WGN. Don't miss a minute.
Your baby's life is full of milestones. But I've learned starting table food too soon shouldn't be one of them. Research shows that easy-to-eat adult foods may not provide all the nutrition they need. Many are not as good as these baby foods in providing valuable minerals like zinc, so important in developing a child's immune system. Don't let a milestone become a mistake. by starting adult foods too early. Besides, don't they grow up too fast anyway?
Well, if you don't have an invitation, then you better stay away from Bab's place.
That's Story Top's news today on the Starbeat.
A helicopter pilot who apparently flew too close to Barbra Streisand's wedding has been charged with reckless flying and disturbing the peace. Robert Butler could face up to 270 days in jail and a $1,400 fine if convicted. There were more than 15 helicopters hovering above Streisand's wedding last year to actor James Brolin, but the LA County Sheriff's Department says Butler's is the only one that dropped below the legal 500-foot level.
R&B legend John Lee Hooker is returning $20,000 he received as part of a Lifetime Achievement Award from the Rhythm and Blues Foundation. The 81-year-old says he's honored to get the award, but wants to use the money to help others. His donation will provide emergency assistance to needy artists.
The ever-neurotic Woody Allen plays a character that, like many of his past roles, features some of his real-life personality quirks. His upcoming movie, Picking Up the Pieces, Allen portrays a kosher butcher who, after being forced into the witness protection program, is recreated as an Arizona cowboy. The actor is also in talks to star in a new rendition of Like Water for Chocolate.
More honors for Tinky Winky, the purple purse-toting Teletubby that Jerry Falwell claims is gay, is invited to serve as Grand Marshal of the How Berkeley Can You Be parade. The parade celebrates the eccentric people of the city and is held every September. The Berkeley City Council endorsed a proclamation last night reading, "Long live Tinky Winky and long live freedom from self-righteousness." No word on whether Tinky will attend.
Well, we don't have any hopping parades like that planned, but from British pop stars to stars with 4 legs, you'll find it all around Chicago.
There's a little something for everyone on the local entertainment scene. WGN's Jennifer Weigel is here with our Weekender. Hi, Jennifer.
Hi, guys. I'm so glad to say there is no Tinky Winky in our Weekender. If you are a music fan, we've got some excellent options. From the worldwide well-knowns to local favorites making headlines, there's a theater that is a workout and animals that are more well-behaved than most full-grown adults in this edition of your Weekend Preview.
For the whole family, the International Kennel Club show hits McCormick Place this weekend. You can check out everything from Portuguese water dogs to Cavalier King Charles Spaniels. Competition will be from 8 to 5 tomorrow and Sunday. You can even ask an animal therapist about antidepressants for your animal or attend an obedience class. And in case you were wondering, the Rhodesian Ridgebacks are being shown at 2:15 tomorrow. Time just flew. He performed live this morning on the WGN Morning News, and he'll be doing it again tomorrow night at 8 o'clock at the Park West. This pop and rock artist has managed to juggle a family and 4 kids, along with a very successful music career. Peter Himmelman's latest album, Love Thinketh No Evil, gives him a new sound with backup musicians, and he even has a children's album out. Tickets for this show are $20. Ringo Starr will be hitting the Star Plaza Theater tonight for an 8 o'clock show. The seats go for $35, and if you think Maryville, Indiana is farther than you wanted to drive, hey, the parking is free when you get there. Ringo's Sunday night show at the Park West is sold out.
And it seems to me you lived your life.
If you're a huge Elton John fan, he will be hitting the Peoria Civic Center for one show only on Tuesday night. Now, those tickets are $30 to $40, and he'll be playing the oldies and new hits from the CD he's releasing this month. So if you missed his cameo on The Simpsons Valentine's Day episode, you can catch him now. Michael Gross from the show Family Ties has left the production of Art at the Royal George Theater, but its new cast is just as entertaining. Joining original cast member Colin Stinton are Kevin Dobson and Richard Poe. Tickets are $49.50 for the weekend, and every show has a limited number of $20 seats available. So call the Royal George Theater for details. Take an ordinary situation, add some conflict, and women who are certified in stage combat, and what do you have? Babes with Blades at the Footsteps Theater. It runs through April 25th, and it's unlike the usual theater experience. This show always proves to be entertaining and really packs a punch, so call the Footsteps Theater for your $14 tickets.
One more play worth mentioning, the Stage Left Theater's production of Julius Caesar is recommended. It's an intimate way to see this classic drama, and Christian Murphy gives a powerful performance as Caesar. Tickets start at just $10. So call the Stage Left Theater in Chicago for more information. Mary and Roseanne?
Sounds like Babes with Blades was the big hit in the studio.
I'm telling you, they really work hard at it. It's a lot of fun.
Thanks, Jen.
It's like our editorial meeting.
Milder temperatures and rain on the way.
Tom Skilling is back with your 7-day forecast next.
Bill Murray.
Hi, I'm Bob.
Richard Dreyfuss.
This man is crazy.
What about Bob? Oops. Sunday at 2 on WGN.
So you've decided to take a calcium supplement. You're not taking any chances. So which one should you take? Citracal or Oscal?
Well, let's compare. You'd need 2 big Citracal tablets to surpass the absorbable calcium in 1 Oscal. And Oscal has been proven effective in more clinical studies, including those that show Oscal strengthens bones, which can make them more resistant to breakage.
No wonder Oscal's recommended by more doctors. Don't take chances. Take Oscal.
There's a toothpaste so advanced, it keeps working even after you stop brushing. That's Colgate Total. It works all day, wherever you go, fighting cavities and tartar while you're gearing up. It fights bad breath while you're going strong. It even fights plaque and gingivitis while you're dreaming. Long-lasting protection. Colgate Total. The brushing's so advanced, it works between brushings.
Hello, folks. William Shallard here for Globe Life. We've all seen those $1 a week and so much a unit life insurance offers. But what you may not realize is many of those plans provide less than $700 of life insurance protection. But Globe's long life policy features a level $10,000 benefit available from the very first day the policy is issued. There are no waiting periods or reduced coverage in the first few years, and applying for coverage is easy. It only costs $1 to start a Globe Long Life policy. This lets you review it. If you're not completely satisfied, you can return it within 30 days for a complete refund. See for yourself why a good price doesn't always mean a good value. Maybe that's why millions of people have Globe policies. Call Globe today.
To receive complete information and applications by return mail, call Globe at 1-800-532-5100. Call Globe today.
Welcome back. Tom Skilling with a look at the weekend and beyond. Hi, Tom.
Well, 2 seasons and 1 weekend. Hi, Roseanne. Hi, Larry. We expect sunshine the rest of the afternoon. It'll fade with time as we get some slow increasing cloudiness. Rain showers are tonight and are scattered tomorrow with a peek at the sun every now and then. A windy, milder period, though, shaping up as south winds begin to blow. But colder with some snow showers or flurries developing at some point Sunday. Gusty northwest wind and temperatures down a good 15 degrees. Sun emerges Monday. We've got some rain or snow Tuesday and a more important system due late Wednesday and Thursday with we're indicating rain there, but we're going to be close to the rain-snow line according to the new computer guidance as temperatures hover around or in the low 40s the way it looks to us right now. This beautiful shot comes to us from Norma Bobbitt of Elgin, Illinois. A pretty November sunset taken in Elgin with that beautiful array of colors that Norma has captured there just beautifully. That's from Norma Bobbitt of Elgin, Illinois. Thanks, Norma, for that shot. Rains are traversing Iowa right now. In fact, there's some embedded thunder showers out there from all indications on the radar. And indeed, the western part of the state could see a little severe weather as cloudiness is shown increasing from the west. You can almost see the cumulonimbus clouds, those vertically built clouds that make thunder showers out there in eastern Iowa right now. That's the moisture coming this way and very mild spring-like air, which sees temperatures around 50 degrees. And there, the first of a series of systems that we'll see next week, about ready to land base the west coast, where I'm told some of the mountaintops have 150 inches of water tied up in the snow up there.
Wow.
Yeah.
Great. Thank you, Tom.
Okay.
That's the news this Friday. I'm Roseanne Tejas.
I'm Larry Potash. Have a great weekend, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
If you think you've seen it all, look again. Terminator 2. Tonight at 7 on WGN.